Namaste Groovers. Let's get ready for a little bit of juicy movement, followed by a nice sort of little cool down stretch. So grab your mat. I've got a little cushion just to prop myself up on for a couple of breaths. So when you're ready, meet me here. And let's ground down through the sit bones. Draw up from the navel, spine nice and long. You can go ahead and just broaden through the chest, broaden through the collarbones. And let the shoulders travel down the spine. Take a moment to feel into the shoulders and noticing if one shoulder feels like it might be sitting higher or lower than the other. You might even just take a moment to move or play with the shoulders in trying to find that kind of center alignment for yourself. Noticing your shoulders in this space, in this beautiful moment. Notice if that chest is starting to elevate forward. See if you can just keep the ribs a little contained here. Tucking the chin slightly. And let's take this moment to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Bunurong people, past, present, and emerging. Let that breath fill your body. You might find it useful to set a little intention for your practice here. Ready, just letting that go. I'm going to go ahead and find a nice deep in-breath. Take the arms overhead. Ground down, rise up. Reach up as high as you can and then let the shoulders settle down the spine. Nice distance between the ears and the shoulders. Notice that the hands are still active. A few breaths here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the hands onto the shoulders. In breath, swoop the elbows up. Exhale, draw the elbows down, feeling the shoulders reclining. In breath, exhaling. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Last one in this direction, in and out. Let's reverse it. In breath, elbows come up. Exhale down. In breath up. Exhale down. Last one here. And out. Let the shoulders return to a neutral place. Take the arms out and extend them all the way long. In breath. Exhale, tap the shoulders. In breath, lengthen out. Exhale, tap the shoulders. Just do this a couple more times. Next time you extend out, bend at the elbows, and we're just going to bring some rotation into the elbows here, moving in one direction. And then the other. That upward energy in the spine. And then go ahead, take the arms all the way. Reach up, let go of any tension. And then we're going to let the hands come down onto the ground. We're going to stay broad through the chest, drawing up through the navel. And we're going to go ahead and just walk those hands out. Just finding your appropriate edge today. Maybe there's a little sway, a little bit of kindness in the body. Gently working your way back up. Sitting up nice and tall. Let the shoulders draw down the spine. Let's in-breath the arms up one more time. And then exhale, find that twist in the body. Right hand swims behind you. Left hand to the outer knee. Use the hands. Prop yourself up. In-breath here. Exhale, twisting. So keep that movement in the thoracic spine. The head will be last to turn. So this is a really good action for you to implement in your daily life. So whether you're driving or whether you're needing to look over your shoulder rather than kind of just yanking the head, the cervical spine, which doesn't like to twist as much. See if you can twist through the thoracic. And I've started doing this religiously now, and the difference is good, people. It is good. All right, steady breath here. Inhale, just the head back to center. And then go ahead, let that torso follow. Nice, big open breath here. Life's good. Then in breath, rise the arms up. And you know it, twist the other way. Again, finding that movement through the thoracic. Head will come last. Nice deep in breath. Exhale, twisting more. Inhale, just the head back to center. And let that torso come round. Nice. Take a little breath here. Feel the breath moving in the body. And then when you're ready, let's come off our little support there as we roll over onto all fours. And you might find the knees under the hips here, wrists underneath the shoulders. Just taking your time to flow through your little variation of a little cat-cow. So whether you're invoking the little figure of 8 movement through the hips, or whether you're simply rocking from one movement to the next through that cat-cow. In-breathing, dropping the belly, broaden the chest. Exhaling, drawing the navel in. Whichever variation you're taking today, keep the fingers spreading in the hands. Keep transferring that weight. If you're moving in any circles, whatever you're finding here, make it mindful. Meet in that exhale shape. Press the earth away from you, shoulders to the sky. Keep rounding nice and strong through the spine. One more breath. And then exhaling, returning back to a neutral spine. Let's go ahead and kick that left leg out. Maybe you just have a little rock here. And then we're going to start to firm up that back leg, that left leg. And we're going to go ahead and lift it. So trying to keep now that navel quite engaged here, so not collapsing or letting the shoulders do all the work, using our torso. And using that leg, so pressing out through that left leg is going to give you some nice stability here. Take a deep breath. Either stay here or press down through that left hand more than you think and rise the right arm up. Hug the right hip in so that we don't end up over here. Keep that in. Take a deep breath. Reach out nice and long. Get physical. Deep breath in. Exhale. Come down. Easy. Right leg back. Lift the right leg. Toes dial down. Nice and strong through that right leg, as if you're trying to kick me or kick someone behind you. You're extending, extending, extending. And as you extend, you're actually going to feel the body becomes quite light. There's a lightness when we kind of start to reach through our limbs. And then when you're ready, go ahead, press down through that right hand, right arm, right pinky, and extend. Find length in the body. Keep going for length. Deep breath in. Stay for that exhale. And then go ahead, come back to all fours. Take a little breath here. Maybe there's a little movement, little hip shakes. Maybe there's a cheeky round of a little Majariasana, cat-cow. And then in your time, let's walk the hands out, one hand print, setting up for our first downward facing dog. Fingers spread, more than you think. Thumb and index do a little bit of extra work here as we press down, and you even take this moment to look where your knuckles are and land down through the knuckles. Now, some of you have got like anything, carpal tunnel or anything in the wrist. You have an option of always being on your forearms. Does mean you're going to have to work a little harder, and you don't want to collapse down. If that's you, you actually need to keep pressing the earth away. Or some people find it helpful to kind of make a little wedge for their hands, the heel of their hand to rest on. It gives a little bit of support to the wrist. So if you know that's you, take your time, set yourself up. And let's find ourselves into a down dog. Curl the toes at the back, lift the knees up, tuck the navel in, finding a long spine here. And also making sure for those that have quite a lot of flexibility in the shoulders, that we're not completely collapsing down, that we've got some lift through the shoulder girdle here that's supporting and giving a little bit of energy to the shoulders so that we're not just hanging or dumping in them. Something I have to constantly work on, as I do have quite a bit of flexibility in my shoulders. So I might just pedal out for a few breaths here. Draw that navel in, finding some nice length in the spine. Yourself a moment just to get quiet with yourself, to find the breath. And we'll find a deep breath here together. Exhaling. And on empty lungs, let's come down to the knees. You can take the knees wide here if that feels good for your body. Toes together as we recline into child's pose. Have a play here. Again, you might feel like you need a little bit of movement coming up onto the fingers. Maybe you're ready just to rest those elbows down. Maybe your cheek kisses the mat. Maybe the arms rest to the side. We'll take a few breaths here. As you draw the navel in towards the lower back, you're offering that lumbar spine, a little bit of support there. So you might play around with drawing that navel in, taking the breath to the lower back. you've got the head turned to one side, just turn it in the other direction for a couple more breaths. And then when you're ready, use that in-breath to come back. Reach the arms out nice and long. Start setting up your foundation for downward facing dog here. So spreading through the fingers, even drawing the underarms in to face each other here is good. Come up onto the knees, tidy the knees up. Start drawing navel in here, curl the toes, and lift the body up. Find a nice stretch here. And then inhale, take the gaze up towards the hands. And let's go ahead and shimmy, walking the hands towards the feet. When you arrive, you might need a little bend in the knees. See where you're at today. Maybe a little sway side to side. If the hands are comfortably meeting the ground, there's sort of a minimal bend in the knee. Just play around with maybe shifting that weight forward a little bit. See if you're hanging in the heels. Just have a little check in. Where's the body positioned? Freedom in the neck. And then drop the buttocks down as you bend the knees. Tuck the chin. Start rounding up slow, as in not fast. And allow yourself to arrive at the top of your mat. Take a little breath. And if you need to move to the top of your mat, turn to the top of your mat, or simply just turn yourself around. And we'll work our way through a couple of rounds of Surya Namaskara, our sun salutations. And we'll find a couple of standing asanas today before coming down for some relaxation. So let's find a nice, strong, stable Tadasana here, mountain pose. 4 points of your feet pressing down, big toe, pinky, and either side of the back arch. And again, you might even take a little sway here, trying to feel where you are actually resting in your feet. Find your alignment here. Let the arches lift up so the legs become nice and energized here. Draw the navel in and up. Broaden through the chest. Chin slightly tucked. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, palms come to your heart. In breath, rise the arms up. Maybe you look up and take the arms behind the head slightly, little back bend. Exhale, bring the palms together, bend through the knees and fold forward. In breath, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees a lot, take the hands to the earth. We're stepping left foot back first, landing in a little runner's lunge. So option here, you might just hang here in runner's lunge. Maybe there's a little rocks back and forth. Maybe you drop that back knee, shoulders down the spine. Or if you're feeling quite energized today and you want to pop up into our high lunge, let's get nice and stable through that front foot. Press out through the back heel. Draw the navel in and up. Take the fingers away from the earth and start rising up. Now we're going to keep that back leg nice and strong. We're going to press the feet as if they're trying to pull the mat apart. So front foot's going forward energetically, back foot driving the energy backward. So nice and stable. You should feel that left glute firing. If you don't, get it involved. Take a deep breath here. Let's stay for that exhale. Shoulders down the back. Well, last breath here, in. Exhale, slowly come forward, framing that foot nice and strong. Get bendy in that back knee and step back with ease to downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Catch your breath. And then let's lower on those empty lungs down onto the knees. Shoulders will shimmy over the wrists. So we're in a little low plank. If you want to lift the knees and come straight into high plank, go ahead. Otherwise, let's take this first one nice and easy. It's still not easy actually, it's still quite a bit of challenge here. So shoulders over wrist, you should feel navel drawing in and up. If not, get it there. And then we're going to lower, bend the elbows in, great preparation for chaturanga. And we're going to lower chest and chin first. So it's a little awkward. And then you're going to slide the body down and arrive in a little cobra in-breath. Exhale, retreat back. Let's take that a couple more times. In-breath, heart shines forward, elbows draw in. Exhale, lower. Last one, in-breath, rise up. Exhale, lower. Walk the hands towards the ribs, so down a little, curl the toes, press the body up, downward facing dog. Couple of breaths. We're working with that left leg here. Left leg's going to be moving into a lunge. So a couple of options here. You could drop down to the knees and send that left foot through close to the left hand. Or maybe you want to lift that left leg up. Bend the left knee, draw the left knee in towards the chest. So I'm rounding through the spine. And then I'm going to lower with ease that left foot down. Wherever you are, we're going to lower that right knee down. And you can just give yourself a little check-in with your alignment here. So you're going to have that front knee in line with that front ankle. So we want to avoid going too far forward, that we kind of lift up this front heel. So just have a little check-in. And sometimes as well, our knees like to do funky things. See if you can keep that all in one nice line. Shoulders down the spine. Maybe you uncurl those back toes here. Now same thing here, we want to get a little bit strong, so we're going to squeeze the knees together here. Squeeze the knees. And your arms can still be here, that's cool. Take a deep breath in. Stay for that exhale. Good, then lower the hands all the way down, pick up that back knee, and we're stepping it through to forward fold. In breath, little halfway look. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees a lot, press through the feet, rise up with the in-breath. Exhale, palms to the heart. Shoulders down the spine. Let's go again, this time moving with the right leg back. In-breath, arms up. Little baby back bend. Exhale, fold. In-breath, rise up. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees a lot, hands plant down, right foot steps back. You can go ahead, stay here in runner's lunge. You can lower that right knee down. Or if there's the energy, let's press down through that front foot, get active in the back heel, draw the navel in, rise up. Pressing or pulling that mat apart with the feet here. Nice and strong. And wherever you are, shoulders away from the ears, keep the chest open. Breathe easy. Take a deep breath. Exhale, come forward nice and slow to lower the hands down. Get bendy, loosen the back knee, and we'll step back to downward facing dog. Couple of quiet breaths. Fingers still spreading. In this moment, everything is just as it should be. So we're going to find a little plank here. You can drop to the knees and repeat what we did before. If you want a little bit more energy in the body, come up onto the tippy toes, draw the navel in, start rounding through the spine, land with the shoulders over the wrists, firm up the thighs, press out through the heels. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, bend the elbows, lower chaturanga, lower all the way down or come through up dog, curl through the toes, let that chest come through. Wherever you are, we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Steady breath. And then in breath, lift that right leg up or drop down to the knees. We're coming through for the lunge. Right foot steps forward. Lowering that back knee, uncurling the toes, checking in with that alignment, shoulders down the spine. Maybe we're here. Squeeze the knees. Maybe you're up here. Steady breath. Last breath here. Exhale, letting it go. Pick up the back knee. Back knee is going to be soft and you're going to lunge forward, forward fold. In breath, halfway look, long spine. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees a lot, press through the feet, rise up with your in-breath. Exhale, take the palms to the heart. Shoulders down the spine. And relaxing the arms. Let's come to the middle of your mat and we'll face the long side of your mat here as we're going to set up for Trikonasana and side angle pose. So when you're ready, you can bring the arms up to chest height and jump the feet apart. Let's turn the left foot to face the front of your mat and turn that right foot in. So if you had a piece of chalk here or a piece of string for alignment, you're lining up that front heel to the back heel. One straight line here and turning that right foot in. And what often happens is we kind of naturally want to drop through this right hip. So what we want to do here is keep that right hip open and this leg nice and strong. So you can think about that right pinky toe side of your foot grounding into the ground. The right thigh externally rotating out. Taking the tailbone down and kind of lengthening towards the heels of your feet. Take the arms out to the side. Now the arms are going to get involved here as well, so you might want to check that they're roughly in a straight line. You're going to pinch the shoulder blades together a little here. And you're nice and strong. We're going to be leaning towards the left. Just before we do, have a look at your left knee and just make sure that it's not hyperextending back. Kind of like a little soft bend is quite nice. If you have any knee difficulties, bend the knee even more. It's going to take less pressure. Good. Let's keep those arms in line. We're going to lean a little to the left. I'm going to keep lifting through this left side too, and let that left arm come down. I'm going to take maybe my gaze to the side here. Maybe it comes up depending on how your neck's feeling. And you can think about a couple of things here because it's really common that so many people will go down here and then they're going to fall forward like this. So don't go so far. That's one. And then think about keeping your head as if you wanted to press your head against a piece of glass or a wall behind you. Your buttocks, on the other hand, is kind of going to move forward. That's going to help to hopefully engage some of these legs. Good. And when you're ready, gaze down and in-breath, come all the way up. Keep the arms where they are and just change the feet. Left foot in, right foot out. Notice if that left hip wants to kind of peel away. See if you can encourage it nicely to stay open. Not hyperextending that right knee. Shoulders engaged, bending over towards that right. Let that right hand come down. Trikonasana, triangle pose. So also don't collapse onto this right side because you're going to miss the activation of Manipura chakra, our kind of fire energy. It's also obviously the home of your core, your digestion. Letting that shoulder travel down the spine. Maybe you take the right hand away from the leg. Last breath here, legs are working nice and strong. Gaze down. And then in breath, rise up. Relax the arms. Take a little breath. Might notice a little bit of heat in the body. Similar feet. Turn that right foot back in. Left foot out. I like to go about a heel to arch alignment here for a side angle pose. So you can this time bend a lot into this front knee. And have a look where that left knee is going to travel. You're going to want to encourage that left knee towards the pinky toe side of that left foot. Let's keep that back leg nice and strong. Thigh wraps out. Again, my hips are trying to stay open on this long side of the mat. We're going to let that left forearm rest on top of that left thigh. And from here, we're going to take that right arm all the way up and overhead. Now you can follow that gaze with the looking up to the right hand if that feels okay for your body. And you're actively using this forearm to press yourself up to find length on this left side. A little bit of resistance. Back foot super strong. Lifting up through the sides of the ribs. Last breath here. Keep that right shoulder open. And then in breath, come all the way up. Swapping the feet, left foot in, right foot out. Maybe the world's gone a little quiet as you start to tune in, focus inward. Let's bend into that right knee. Left foot turns in, and I'm pressing all I can through that left pinky toe. Right arm, right thigh. I don't want to collapse through this left shoulder, so I want that to stay open. And that left arm's going to come up overhead. Nice and strong through the legs. Again, it's that pulling action of the feet moving in two separate directions. Take a gaze where it wants to go. Bow up the side of the ribs. Use that right forearm. Enjoy the pose. Gaze down. In breath. Rise up. Relax the arms. Turn the feet in. You might want to bring the feet a little closer together. Let that go. In a moment to just feel the effects, the fruits of those shapes. Those feet together. We're going to find a wide-legged forward fold here. So turn the feet in, become a little pigeon-toed. Outer edges of the feet are going to ground down. Take the hands to the waist here, find a nice long body. And then hinging from the hips, start folding forward. So don't hang here though, but keep the navel in. Get about halfway and then let's reassess. Shoulders away from the ears. Can you come forward longer through the spine? And then exhale, keep traveling down, but maintaining shoulders down the spine. Maybe the hands meet the earth today, maybe they don't. See what's there for you. If they're comfortably meeting the earth, you might go ahead and start walking them behind the feet, letting that head come down. Keeping the legs working wherever you land. And then if you've gone beyond the feet, just come back a little here. Let that right hand touch down, maybe up on those fingertips, and just peel open that left arm. Finding a little standing twist here. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let that left hand come down, and we'll go ahead and just take that right arm all the way up. In breath here. Exhale down. One more each side. Move with your breath. Good, and then lower down, take a forward fold. Then walking the hands back up onto the hips. Lift up the head first, the gaze. Let that lead, draw the navel in, rise up. Relax the shoulders down the spine. Bend the knees. And jump the feet together. Take a little breath, see what's happening in the body. And we're going to go ahead and when you're ready, take a flow to come down onto the ground. Feet about hip distance apart or together if that's how you practice. And go through those alignments. Get the feet grounding, get the arches lifting. Take the navel in and up, chest broad and shoulders down your spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, take the palms to the heart. In breath, swoop the arms up. Maybe taking them past your head, bend the knees, little back bend. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, bow. In breath, rising up, find a long spine. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees a lot. Take the hands to the earth, step the left foot back. Lower the left knee down, shoulders down the spine. Right hand inside of that right foot. Walk the right foot to the outer edge of the mat. And lift up the big toe side of your foot so you're resting on the pinky toe side. So maybe that's enough for you there. If you want a little more, you can go ahead and just press gently on that right thigh. If that's feeling pretty good, you might reach back and go for that left foot. Find a little quad stretch. Keep opening up through the chest. Find a quiet breath. And then returning that foot down, walk that right foot in, come back to framing that right foot, pick up the back knee, and we're gonna scissor kick the legs here. So left foot's gonna come forward and right foot's gonna come back. You're gonna bend that left knee and jump. Good. Right knee touches down. You can also just find any other way to get yourself there. And you can walk that left foot out, come onto the knife edge, pinky toe side of that left foot. And then hello, hip flexors, outer hip. Now that might be heaps for you today, or you might be reaching back, getting it into the front of that right leg now as you pull. She's tight today. And again, you can be sloppy through the shoulders or you can stay open through the shoulders. And that's going to help your range of movement the more that you actually apply some opening and some movement into these joints. Let's take a deep breath. And quietly return the legs. Hands either side, so walk that left foot in. We're going to pick up the back knee and step back to down dog. Stretch the body out. Maybe there's a little bit more space here in the hamstrings. Maybe not. Let's come down for a final plank. Come up onto the tippy toes. Draw the navel in like a wave of energy. Bring the shoulders over the wrists. Firming up the back line of the body, firming up the front line of the body. Let's stay for 5, 4, press the earth away, 3, 2, bend the elbows in, let's lower through chaturanga, and this time hover, and then lower all the way down. Unravel the feet, and you might want to just let that right cheek rest on the mat. Let the shoulders relax, let the feet relax. Let your breath relax. We're going to go ahead and extend that left arm out to the side, so it's coming straight out of the socket there. We're going to turn our gaze and the left cheek towards the other side. Press the right hand, the right fingertips close to the face. And just roll towards that left shoulder. You'll find a good home for this right foot. Wherever it feels comfortable. You'll also find a good home for this right hand. It might be quite happy propped up on your fingertips next to the face. Or you might like to extend it out overhead. Or you might like to go for a little bind here and wrap it around the back of the body. Nice, steady, quiet breath in. And then quietly return the right hand down, rolling all the way onto the belly. Let that left arm bunker in and just relax for a little moment, turning the cheek to face the left. You might be noticing the difference between the left arm, the left shoulder, the right shoulder. You might be noticing your breath moving into the mat. When you're ready, extend the right arm out long. Press into the left fingertips, roll towards that right arm. Find a good home for that left foot. Find a place for that left hand. The more you kind of open up this left shoulder, the more you start articulating a twist in the spine. Little breath. You might take this moment to just revisit your intention from the start of the class. And then when you're ready, quietly rolling back onto the belly. head to rest, the forehead to rest. When you're ready, lifting up the head, taking the hands alongside the body, pressing the body up. We'll meet in child's pose. So if you like the knees wide, go ahead, take the knees wide. Just here for a breath or two. And then inhale, take the gaze up. And walking the hands towards the knees. And then when you're ready, coming up onto the knees, we'll work through Ustrasana today as part of our back bend. So let's set the knees up about hip distance apart. If you're on really hard floors and you want to stop to get a little blanket from underneath your knees, then go ahead and do that. The knees press down, the tops of the feet press down. We're going to take that left arm out to the side, flip the palm so it faces away from you, and then peel that left arm back, catch hold of the sacrum. So what I'm doing there is just getting a lot more opening through the shoulder as opposed to just doing this. Kind of really encouraging a nice, broad, open collarbone and a nice rotation in my shoulder. So go ahead, take that right arm out, turn the palm away, reach it all the way back, and landing here with a nice open chest. So as we come through this camel pose, we're going to be moving the hips forward. We're not going to be going too far, nothing too crazy here. Shoulders down, take a deep breath. As you exhale, just start pressing the backs of the hips towards the front of your mat. Lift up the chest. Maybe you start taking that head back a little bit. And we'll rest wherever comfortable here for you. Maybe take a deep breath. Keep lengthening the spine. That shape on your body. Either pausing here for a few more breaths, or if perhaps you'd like another round, go ahead and come up. Set yourself up, reach the hands out. Get that rotation. You know where it's going now. Ground down through the knees, the tops of the feet, so the base is nice and sturdy. And then when you're ready, keeping energy through the shoulders down, elbows in, press the hips forward. And I'm still lengthening my spine here. Taking my chest up. Forward. Deep breath here. Deep breath, eyes up. Quietly sitting on the heels. Find Vajrasana here. If that's not comfortable for your body, then just find a comfortable shape where you can sit quietly for a couple of breaths. Fingers point in and the thumbs drawing back alongside the outside of your hips, and from there pull open the chest, sitting up nice and tall, navel in and up. Nice neutral home for the spine. And breath is quiet. And then keeping the legs where they are if that's comfortable for your body. Lifting up that left arm. Diving the right arm under. We'll find Garuda Asana arms here. Lifting up the elbows. Now if your hands don't quite meet together, you might want to just grab hold of opposite shoulder. Take Hagasana. And pulling the elbows away from the body. So there's no kind of point struggling to kind of catch something here. There's no need. You want to find that space between effort and ease. Last breath here. Exhale, letting that go. Sit quietly. And then draw that right arm up. Dive the left under. Take hold where you can. Don't struggle. Elbows away. Breath is moving with ease through your body. Last moment here, in breath. Exhale, let that go. Sitting quietly with your breath. And when you're ready, quietly coming off the heels if you're still there. Let's extend the left leg out and just hug that right knee in for a little Ardha Dandasana, a little half staff pose. Getting good alignment for the spine as we hug the knee in, we're able to find greater length through the spine. If you feel that you're struggling here and that buttocks is drawing back, go ahead and reach for that support. And we'll take this into a seated twist here. So option to keep that right foot exactly where it is. If there's space and you know that you can quite comfortably hook that right foot over so that it's almost in a standing position. If it's kind of here and it's kind of struggling a little, I would just keep it here today. We're gonna sit up nice and tall. Lean forward as you hook your left arm around that right knee. Right hand's gonna swing behind you and that's gonna prop you up just like we did before for our twist. And then twisting towards the right. Change legs, right leg long, left leg in. Just start with that little half stack pose, getting a nice juicy alignment in the spine. And notice that the right leg is quite active here, so toes pointing upward. Then you can come forward, hook that right elbow around the left knee, sitting up tall, and already as you start to do that hooking action, whether it's here or whether you've taken the foot across the body, notice that the body's already starting to naturally find a little twist here. Left hand supports you at the back. Sit up tall. And start twisting. Legs long. Let's remove the support if you've got it. Maybe you choose to use that as long as it's not too big as a pillow for Shavasana, because that's where we're headed. Make your way down, take any support arrangements that you need to do before you come down. And as you arrive down, if you decide that you need some more movement, maybe a little hug with the knees in, little rock side to side or circle action. Just go ahead and take that. And we might use our little shortcut to Shavasana today, using Navyasana, the low boat pose. So if you know that you just want to head into Shavasana from here, because you know what Navyasana is, and you're like, not today, Nick, that's cool, go ahead, I'll meet you there. Otherwise, let's set ourselves up with the legs nice and long. You might get rid of the pillow if you were going to use a pillow and you're doing Navyasana. Basically in Navyasana we're going to engage every single muscle fiber of the body, and then we're going to be releasing straight into Shavasana. So let's bring the feet together, knit them together, take a deep breath in. Exhale, look up towards the feet. Already here engaging loads of muscles. Press the lower back into the ground. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you lift the feet. The higher you lift the feet, the easier it is. So keep them low. Let's hold, 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 hold. Engage every muscle fiber. We're here for 5, 4. Can you engage the glutes? 3, 2. In breath. Exhale. Let it go. Let the muscles melt away from the bones.